In this study, let's discuss the principle number 1 of middle game is making a plan. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, c3, knight f6, d3, d6, short castle, s6, a4, bishop a7, rook e1, short castle, h3, h6, knight d2, rook e8, b4, bishop e6, bishop takes e6, rook takes e6, queen c2, queen d7. We have reached the end of opening. Now white needs an objective. The middle game plan is what you are going to do, so you don't just keep shuffling. The plan is made with 6 steps, which are listed above. The knight on d2 isn't doing much, so white puts it on f1 to reroute it to the f5 square. Black will try to play in the center or reroute the c6 knight to g6, where it will eventually go to f4. Knight f1, d5, bishop b3. The bishop on a7 absorbs very good pressure on white's king side, so white decides to trade it to try and rotate the knight through e3 or g3 and then to f5. Bishop takes e3, knight takes e3. The knight is going to go f5 van g6, leaves h6 undefended. Knight t7, a5, stopping any queenside counterplay. Knight g6, g3. Now black will not be able to bring the knight on g6 any further. Rook d8, king g2. The king g2 defends all the pawn. These last moves have been preparing knight f5, queen c6, knight f5. And we just see white accomplishment way plan. Black thought will not allow that knight to stay there much longer. Knight t7. Now white needs to trade the knight. Knight takes e7 check. Rook takes e7. c4. Pawn takes e4. Pawn takes e4. Queen e8. Rook d1. White offers a rook trade to take black rook off the file. c5. Now, c5 is a good pawn break by black, who forces white to get a bad queenside structure. Pawn takes c5. Rook c8. Knight h4. Rook takes c5. Knight f5. The knight is back on f5 van. Now the center is open, so white pieces can all come into the center for a potential attack later. Rook d7. Rook takes d7. Queen takes d7. Rook d1. Queen c3. Rook d6. White leaves black a pawn up, but white has very nice chances for an attack on the king. Rook takes c4. Queen d3. King h7. Rook takes f6. White sacrifices his rook to weaken the pawns. White, this is important because when black takes, Din is gonna attack the h6 pawn with queen d3 and black can't stop the mate in 2. Pawn takes f6. Queen e3. King g8. Queen takes h6. d5. Queen g7 checkmate.